Hi, I'm Whitney, and I'm here to answer some of the questions that you sent in. Here we go. Why do cheaters become defensive when confronted? Typically speaking, if let's say this is in a marital situation, right? Especially where there's children involved and you own a home together and you've got a whole life together, right? What's the exposure going to cost you if you get caught cheating, right? You're going to lose your spouse. You're potentially going to lose access to your children. You're going to lose likely your house or at least half the value of your home. Other assets that you have together with your spouse, that's going to be, potentially split halfway, divided, however that happens. Or, one partner might clear a bank account, right? There's a lot of different things that can happen. So, not only is there that loss of what they know to be life as normal, right? And, there's kind of that industry saying that it's an 80-20. You've got 80% that's great at home, but you go outside of that marriage for that 20%, the little fix. So to them, even though they're still going outside of the marriage for something, it's only 20%. They know the greater value is at home and in that relationship that, they have that's consistent and loving and kind and there, matched with the fact that they're then going to potentially lose their home and it could cause them stress and strain in their finances, in their job, in, family relationships, all of that, right? And the shame of being an individual that's had an affair and what that looks like and how that looks in life. So there's a lot of reasons that an individual would be aggressive and potentially defensive in that behavior. They're not going to want to admit that they did something wrong. But if you're using investigative evidence from surveillance, for instance, and that individual says, I didn't cheat, you're crazy. We hear of that situation a lot where the significant other just say, you're crazy, I would never, come on. And they'll say things like that, where when you hire a private investigator like us here at the Smith Investigation Agency, and we provide you that evidence and you can confront your spouse and say, listen, here, I know, I have proof that, you had an affair and this is the individual that you had the affair with and these are the dates that we know that it happened and that's just what we know. Have anything else you want to tell me? So there's different ways that a potential person's going to feel when they're exposed with that information, right? And they're feeling ashamed, they're feeling upset, they're feeling angry, they know that loss is imminent, so there's a lot of feelings that someone's going to feel. So be careful, obviously, if you're confronting an individual and it is an emotional situation, be careful and make sure that you're safe. Make sure that people potentially, you have a good support group around you so that, if something ever did happen and it wasn't good, maybe the individual becomes abusive, then obviously people know and can be there to support you and help you through. But if you're looking to hire a private investigator, you can give us a call here at the Smith Investigation Agency.